Thank you very much. Well, that's lovely. Hello, everybody. It's Saturday night. Welcome to the Jonathan Ross Show. And isn't it exciting? Just 3 days to go. Are you excited? There was a chance that Christmas might not be happening this year. I don't know if you read about this. According to the ancient Mayans, the world was supposed to have ended yesterday, December the 21st. Well, December 21st. Well, to be fair, the world did end, but only if you looked like this. Yeah, you're going, ha-ha, oh. But you will be eating one. Now, who doesn't love meeting Santa at Christmas? Maybe these two to start, obviously. The one with the blonde hair, he looks like he's just been told Peppa Pig's dead. And have a look at this one here, look. Oh, dear. No wonder he's upset. He's with the new Santa, Christopher Maloney, in his new job. Look, that's what he's... Now, I've got 8 dogs at home, but I try to discourage them from getting leftovers, because otherwise they drive you crazy. But if any of them could do what this dog does, they would get the leftovers every time. Look at this. That's the one. And once again, to get us in the Christmas spirit, she'll be playing at the end of the programme, but also throughout the show, some festive favourites for all of us. Here she is. It's the fabulous Charlotte Church, ladies and gentlemen. That was a quickie. That was just a little flavour there. Let's have a look and let me show you who's on the show in our special Christmas green room, ladies and gentlemen. First up, one of my TV favourites. There are many would-be master chefs, but there can be only one true master. It's Mr. Jamie Oliver. There he is. It's Jamie.
Hello, Jonathan.
Happy Christmas, Jamie.
Happy Christmas. Yes.
You know, this year, over the last few years, Jamie's released his book 30-Minute Meals, of course. This year you brought out 15-Minute Meals, which is a great book, I've got it. Although I think you should get it down to 2 minutes, maybe 3 maximum. Because seriously, I've been to your restaurants. How long does the microwave take? I mean, it's what?
Thank you.
Mr. Jamie Oliver, ladies and gentlemen, he'll be here. He'll be talking and cooking on the show. Some Christmas recipes for you. My next guest is the star of, among other things, Gavin and Stacey, Benidorm, Mrs. Biggs, the recent series. She was a huge hit in the West End in Legally Blonde. It's the fabulous Sheridan Smith. Sheridan, how are you? I know you're a bit nervous. Don't be nervous. It's lovely to see you here.
I am nervous. Merry Christmas. Be gentle with me.
Sheridan, is it true that Gok Wan persuaded you to strip down to your underpants for charity?
Yes.
Wow.
Sorry. One person. Wow.
Thank you. Is it just me, or is anyone else beginning to think that maybe Gok isn't gay? That's Sheridan Smith, ladies and gentlemen. She's on the show. We've got loads of guests for you. It's a special bumper Christmas edition. My next guest is one of our greatest Paralympians, a gold medal winner from the 2012 Games. It's Paralympic hero Ellie Simmons. Hello, Ellie. Ellie Simmons. Lovely to have you here. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me. Oh, and Michael, supporting. He competes.
McIntyre, you have done nothing to deserve that. TGV! OK, look at that. You're shameless. There you go. I don't need to introduce him, but I think you know who he is. He's one of the biggest comedians in the country. Michael McIntyre, ladies and gentlemen. He's also on the show. OK, and we have more. Our final guest can be summed up in just 2 words: movie and star. One of the best actresses in the country, the very talented, the very beautiful Sienna Miller. Sienna, I know you don't get bothered by the paparazzi so much anymore because you managed to take it to court and you dealt with that. But I believe at one stage you put ketchup in your hair, you threw potatoes out of them, is that right?
Root vegetables.
Root vegetables. See, most of us are thinking, well, that's kind of crazy. Jamie's thinking, great casserole.
Very nice idea.
Sienna Miller, ladies and gentlemen, she's on the show as well. And as I said, we will have music from the fabulous Charlotte Church, who's sitting down, deservedly. Let's get our first guest out. He's just been voted the country's favourite chef, and he's done it without any gimmicks. He doesn't really have anything about him like that. He's like Nigella without the curves, Heston without the chemistry, and Gordon Ramsay without the Tourette's. It is the fabulous Italian Jamie Oliver. That's the best version I've ever heard. Jamie, it's great to see you. Jamie Oliver, ladies and gentlemen. What a handsome and talented young man. So nice to have you for Christmas. I'm guessing for someone, because I know you are full on, you're working all the time. So, Christmas for you must be time off. It must be a time where you can legitimately say, OK, no more work, just be at home.
No, not at all. Can you imagine? Well, because I've got 26 people coming round, and I've got to do it. I tried a few years where I get a couple of chefs in, but it didn't work, really. Didn't work.
So you have 26 people coming for Christmas dinner? On Christmas Day?
Yeah.
OK, so that would be family?
Yeah.
And who else?
Kids. Well, they're all ours. I mean, there used to be like 13, 14 of us, and now we've doubled it with children in the last 8 years.
Well, can't you limit them? Can't you say you can only bring 2 each and the rest stay at home?
Yeah. I'd like to.
Keep it
but we haven't got a table big enough, so the kids have their own table.
That's nice.
We have our table. And then I basically, I do the meat, the goose, the turkey, the gravy, the roasted veg. And then I delegate everything else, like Mum does the trifle, Dad does the Christmas pudding. I'll get my sisters to bring the sort of gratin veggie dishes.
OK, nice.
You know, and basically, it works really well.
And what does Mrs Oliver do? What does Jules do?
Mrs Oliver, she looks after the kids whilst I'm cooking.
So can she not cook?
She can. She's very good at cooking for the kids.
OK.
But she's...
So, wow, that's a terrible thing to say about your wife.
It's taken me 15 years to have a politically correct answer like that.
So that's like fish fingers under the grill and beans in the microwave, is that right?
No, she does an amazing stuff in the pan, like bits of fish, veg. I mean, she does, in 5 minutes she'll rattle out stuff for the kids. And
do the kids, are they all still of the age where they still, how do I put this without, have they still...
Yes, they do.
They still all write to Santa Claus?
Oh, yeah, no, they've got a specific list to Santa.
Okay.
But if they misbehave, I keep telling them that Dad will infiltrate that sack. That sounds really wrong to you.
Surely that should be Mum's job.
Oh, God. Oh, dear.
OK, let's talk about food, because Christmas, food is a big deal for all of us. You just said you cook at home. That's a major task you've got there. Are there recipes in the book? I've got it at home, but I didn't see any Christmas recipes. There's the new one at the moment. 15-minute meals. Is Jamie looking lovely with a slightly cheap hoodie on the cover there?
That's true.
What is that?
It was quite true. It was.
TK Maxx. It's not even your size. And so... 15-minute meals. But they are 50 minutes. I've cooked 2 or 3 things with this. They are genuinely 15 minutes.
Well, and if you can do them in 15 minutes, then everyone else can do it in 10.
You know what? There's some truth in that. There is some truth in that. What's the quickest one you could do? Is there one in here that... I mean, these are all for us. Maximum 15 minutes, but some you could...
10, 11 minutes.
OK. And what's your favourite thing in here?
I don't know. I've got a bit of a soft spot for the coconut buns with the sort of hoisin chicken and all the lovely steamed greens.
You like all the Chinese and Asian
and
Asiatic food?
But I think the public, like, we're so worldly now in the stuff that we get and the stuff we're used to. But, like, you know, I didn't actually plan to write that book. It was the public pretty much... You know, now with, like, all the social media and stuff, they tell you what they want and what they want more of. And clearly they want... stuff from around the world, and they want it really quick.
Let me ask you about the restaurants, because they're beautiful places. I don't know if anyone's eaten at Jamie's restaurant. If you had the chance to eat at Jamie's restaurants, they're lovely places. The food, I've never not had a magnificent meal there.
Thank the Lord for that.
I'm not just saying that. But people do steal things. I don't think they steal... It's not, like, kind of malicious, and they're not stealing but they take mementos away, don't they?
It's really fun. I mean, for anyone that works in the public eye, you have this relationship with the public where they know a lot about you and you know nothing about them. And over 15 years... which is how long I've been doing it, you know, you have a very affectionate relationship with the public. But customers do surprise you every now and again with some odd things. I put these beautiful toilets in every restaurant, no matter what, and they're called Thomas Crappers, right? And they're the original Thomas...
They're the original toilets,
yeah. But they're gorgeous, and I thought, well, I want toilets to look nice, you know. But then they started stealing the seats and the handles on the pools. How does someone get a seat of a toilet out of a restaurant without someone noticing? Well, as you know, they have little, like...
No, I don't mean how they get it off the toilet. I mean, where do they put it? Do they just...
Mate, I'm telling you, and one of those toilet seats is like 350 quid. Right? Well, that's going to happen even more now.
So just
but honestly, I phoned up this toilet manufacturer and said, listen, mate, we love your toilets. And he's like, well, we really appreciate your business. We're only a small little family business. I said, can you weld everything to the toilets? And no word of a lie, we rivet everything now.
You rivet every day.
And napkins. We've had about 30,000 napkins nicked a month.
Wow. Let me ask you, Sienna, you've never stolen anything from... Michael McIntyre! What? You know what? He loves it so much he carries it around with him everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's kind of over. Hopefully that's...
No, it's not over. It's happening continuously.
You're dealing with it. You're processing it.
Honestly, we've had to put it in the profit and loss sheet under losses.
But are you a smart businessman? I mean, you've done great in business, but you must have learned, you must know your way around a spreadsheet now.
You know what, I get accused of it. I really think I'm not. I have a feeling for stuff, but the thing is, my feelings, which are often right, when they go wrong, are, you know, fairly spectacular.
Do you look back and think, are there missed opportunities? Are there things that you feel you failed at? I mean, from where I'm sitting, it looks to me like everything you've done has been successful. Are there things you look back and wish you'd tried them differently?
It's never that simple. I mean, like, the things that work really well often subsidise the things that look like they're working, but they're not. Yeah. I think that's the truth of it. And when you've got 7,000 staff, you know, it's never all rocking and rolling.
7,000 staff?
Yeah, and that's probably a little bit under. And so when you go through a recession like we are now, you have to worry about completely different things.
Yeah. Does that keep you awake at night, though? Do you worry about keeping those jobs going?
Weirdly, no. I'm not a worrier, and I think that's my problem. That's why I keep doing things that I probably shouldn't. I try and surround myself by people that are really good, equally passionate, people that, when you're there as a team, you're better than your individual sort of part. Yeah. And also have quite a free spirit. And I think also, maybe it's a good thing, but, like, being prepared to make a few mistakes is a good thing, you know, because many businesses are so boring. And just give it a go, really.
OK, we've got Jamie here. Obviously, he's always a welcome guest. I love talking to him, and I'm fascinated by the way your career's gone and your life is going. But we've also got Jamie to cook, because I know you were saying that some of the things, everyone gets very stressed by preparing the food at Christmas.
Yes.
OK, and you're saying that you can take some of that stress out, you can do things easier and quicker.
Ooh,
that's kind of the move. So we've got a kitchen, we've set up a kitchen to Jamie's specifications here, with all his gear.
Oh, really?
There's a rope. Where's the rope for me to pull? Is it? Oh, here it comes. OK.
Oh,
so we
it's
can
a
reveal...
Christmas rope.
Oh, I can barely reach. OK, here we go. So this is gonna... And there's your luxury kitchen.
Yay!
For Christmas. OK, let's go in.
What the...
You've got everything you need here. What are you going to cook for us? You're going to cook something off, and then we're going to keep coming back to you. What are you going to do?
OK, well, you said retro, and you said that you didn't have any pots and pans, which you've delivered on.
We want it to be basic, so like anyone can do it, with a minimal kitchen.
So thank you, Jonathan. We've got a toaster here, a microwave. But I did ask, I've got one of the original ones of these, right? You remember this, guys? Come on, what is it?
Soda.
Right, OK. Here is a genuine tip if you want to have a crack. So, guys, champagne is really expensive, yeah?
Yes.
Really very expensive. Yes. So, but what you can do is, for a fraction of that price, you can get a decent bottle of wine for £7. £7 will get you a decent bottle of white wine, yeah?
OK, yeah.
OK, so we put...
Oh, the crowd are going tonight, they're thinking £3.50. £7?
No word of a lie, this is no joke, right? If you fill this up in here...
So that's an OK wine, but not a...
An OK wine will basically bubble up to be much better than an OK bottle of champagne. Right? So let's have a go. I'm not joking. It's really good. Oh, yeah.
So this would... Hold on. Well, is that meant to happen? Oh, my lord. We twist it. There you go.
Man.
There you go.
Right, have we got a wine glass?
Oh, here, look, old school ones.
So, I haven't probably done that any justice.
Well, it looks like champagne.
But genuinely, when you know how to use a machine, it is brilliant. Have a little taste. It's brilliant.
Tastes just like fizzy wine.
Which is cheap champagne.
It is pretty good. That's pretty good. Jamie, thank you very much indeed. We're going to take a break. Get Jamie to show some more afterwards, but join us in a couple of moments. Jamie doing some more cooking here, and I'll be talking to Michael McIntyre, so don't go away. That's surprisingly good. Welcome back. As you can see, Jamie's busy in the kitchen over there. He's getting ready to cook up a storm first, but we're going to bring our next guest out now. He's probably the only person in Britain who won't get a Michael McIntyre DVD this Christmas, because, of course, it is Michael McIntyre.
Oh, 'cause the joy. Oh, time is a cold, 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 'cause the joy.
Relax, you know.
Very festive.
I love it, Michael.
Very
As
festive.
soon as he hears the applause...
What's all this stuff?
He's
This is
running
fun.
forward going, ah.
What are you up to,
What are you
fun?
doing?
I don't know. Let's open presents. It's Christmas!
I got that for you.
I can't believe it. Thank you so much, Jonathan.
It's okay. It's empty.
It's empty.
It's
Why
empty.
Are you don't tell me what it is! I hate when you spoil the surprise.
I didn't want you to get excited. It's a prop present. It's not a real present.
Are you winding me up?
No, why would I wind you up? You can open it if you want. You're going to be disappointed.
It's a recession present.
That's it. That's it. Well, you want to be like that about it.
OK, let's clean up. Come on.
You don't have to clean up.
All right.
Well, how lovely to have you here, and happy Christmas in advance.
Happy Christmas to you, Jonathan.
And you will be at home with your family, your young family as
I
well
hope
this year.
so. I think that's the best way to play Christmas. Are we doing family swap this Christmas?
No, you wouldn't want to do that. Do the kids understand what you do yet? Do your little kids? Because how old are your children?
7 and 4. I have two
Okay,
children.
So the 7-year-old probably does. The 4-year-old, do they know what Daddy does when he goes off on these long kind of road trips?
Well, I think they think I swear, because they saw a bit of me on the... I was editing something. I was watching myself on TV, I can't lie. And I swore in it. And the kids came in and they saw me said the F word, and they got very... Because I go nuts when they say the F word, you know. Of course you do.
You don't want
it's
to
the
fool you.
worst thing in the world. But then they saw Daddy doing it, and they think that's what I do. I go to work. So now when I say I'm going to the work, you're going to tell... They think I tell thousands of people to f*** off for a living. There's so many traditions at Christmas that I really find quite hard to adapt to.
Yeah.
But we do it and we love it, and I will never stop loving certain things. I want to talk about something if you don't mind.
Please do.
Mulled wine.
I love it.
It's obviously disgusting. It is disgusting, but we do it anyway. It smells good. No one can argue with this.
Makes the house smell lovely.
Yes, but it's not an air freshener. You actually have to drink this shit. And it's hot, and it's sickly, and it's boiled. Every time you go anywhere with this mulled wine, people always arrive and they go, oh, it's mulled wine. So Christmassy. Oh, so Christmassy. Then they literally just take a mulled wine, have 2 sips and go, quite disgusting. And there's just half mulled wine cups left all over the country. All these Brussels sprouts. I mean, why do we put ourselves through this annual bush tucker trial on Christmas Day? But people, they force their children to eat them. They're literally sitting there. All you're missing is Ant and Dec in the corner of the room going, just one more Brussels sprout for a meal for camp. Children sitting on the table going, And turkey, let's be honest. I mean, I was going to talk to Jamie about this, but even turkey. I mean, is turkey... Do we like turkey?
I
do we
like
like
turkey. I quite
Applaud
like
if you
it.
like turkey. I mean, who...
Yes. You find it too dry?
I don't... It's not me that finds it too dry. The evidence is there. People don't eat turkey for 364 days of the year. There's no Kentucky Fried Turkey. People aren't really interested in turkey. It's a dry, flavourless meat. The signs that it's dry and flavourless are what we do to make it interesting. We fill it with meat we'd rather be eating. That's what we do. We cover it in bread sauce. What the hell is bread? Bread isn't a sauce. We lose our minds on this now. And what is it with the crackers? Who looked at Christmas lunch and think, you know what this needs? A bad joke, some toenail clippers and a paper hat. I mean, who wants toenail clippers where you're eating? Who wants a miniature tape measure? It goes like this far. Oh, this will be fun. Oh, great. A miniature sewing kit. Oh, has anybody got a very small repair to do that I can do? Here. Oh, let me measure it here. What a waste of life that is. The only good thing is the little toolkit. Oh, it's amazing.
You like the little screwdriver?
Because I couldn't get into any battery compartment without it.
Yes.
Seriously, I pray that I get it. Otherwise, the whole afternoon is me just going, how am I supposed to get into any of these toys? I love that moment.
Hang on a second, though. Jamie, you're going to cook. We were just talking about mulled wine. You're going to try and persuade us...
Well, you haven't got a pan, so I'm going to make it in here.
You're going to make mulled wine in the kettle?
Yeah. You're going to make mulled wine?
We're going to make mulled wine because I know you love it.
OK.
We're going to try it,
Yeah.
see if you change your mind. OK, Michael has his DVD of Christmas, and this is incredible stuff, but when he's finally on stage, it's remarkable. It's a great Christmas gift, as I'm sure you already know. We're going to show a small clip from it. Did this actually happen? This is you going into
this is a very... It's a misunderstanding that I had checking into I've been staying in hotels for a long time, like 6 months now, and this was a hilarious but very embarrassing misunderstanding I had checking into a hotel with a woman on receptionist who seemed to be flirting with me and had an accent, and it led to, luckily, something quite funny for the show.
OK, let's have a look at this. Here you go.
Can I take your name, please? Can I take your name? So, yes, it's McIntyre. McIntyre. It's Michael. Michael. Yes, Michael McIntyre. Okay. You're with us for just the one night? So, yes, just one night. I'm just with you for one night. Not with you. You know, you understand. I'm in the hotel. It's so funny. Would like newspaper in the morning. Would you like newspaper? So, no, I'm fine, thank you. I'll be fine. No, I'll be fine without, thank you. Would like wake-up call? Would like wake-up call? No, don't phone me. I'll be fine, thank you. Thank you. Then she asked me, which I suppose is a normal question because it was just me for the one night, how many keys I wanted for the room. And she went, do you want wanky? I'm sorry, what did you say? Do you want wanky? Do I want wanky? Yes, I can give you wanky if you want. Is that included in the wake-up call? Because I might actually go for that.
There you go. That's Michael on stage. Showtime is the name of the DVD. That was the name of the tour as well, of course. You injured yourself. Is that why you hurt your knee while you were on tour? You had quite a bad injury?
I hurt my knee went... and I just collapsed.
On stage? This happened on stage?
Just because I'm not as fit as I'd hoped, and because in my mind, I think I can achieve things physically, that my body just goes, you know, I'm out. I'm not doing it. But I got through the tour, which was
So you're not
thankful.
a sporty person, then? You kind of get sort of in shape for the tour, but did you enjoy the Olympics? Do you like watching sport even if you don't do it?
Everybody enjoyed the
Olympics. It was a great time of year, wasn't it?
Well, you know, as a Londoner, I mean, I felt genuine pride, and there was so much cynicism beforehand, and the fact that it went so alarmingly well, actually. I mean, we actually, none of us deep down we thought we'd mess it up. Yeah. And very early on, we got the wrong flag, and we thought, oh, here we go, this will be a catalogue of disasters. But suddenly, something just happened. We really started to cook, and we started to win things, and we lost our minds. I mean, some of the commentary, I mean, I listened to, on the BBC even, and it was when Mo Farah won his race, and they didn't mention any of the other competitors. It was so partisan, it was hilarious. They didn't mention how many metres there were to go. The commentary was literally, go on, Mo! Go on, Mo! That was the BBC. There was a lovely bit when Jessica Ennis was doing the long jump, and she did that bit, you know, when she gets everyone to clap. And everyone clapped in unison. There were probably people clapping in car parks and supermarkets. Everyone was so obsessed with Team GB. And then her major rival stepped up, some woman from Liechtenstein, who decided to do the same thing to the British Olympic Stadium. And everyone just went, no. We were completely self-obsessed. But, you know, it was a truly magnificent... Everybody knows it was magnificent.
And then how exciting that people were still as excited, still enjoyed as much the Paralympics afterwards, where traditionally people... I didn't know whether they would stay on board. Everyone hoped they would. We have Ellie here. If anything, it was more exciting. Did you watch that as well? Did you get involved in that as well?
Yeah, well, I was working a lot, but yeah, the Paralympics was absolutely amazing. I watched the closing ceremony, which was breathtaking. All the ceremonies were breathtaking. I found it a little bit frustrating, if I'm honest.
Really?
Well, did you see the closing ceremony with Coldplay?
Yeah, they were great.
Well, they were great, but they kept singing that song Paradise. Yeah. And they sung it, they did like an extended version, and they kept going, para, 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 and I thought, surely we're going to get a Paralympics in here. Yeah. But they just never... And I was watching it at home, and I kept saying to my wife, they're going to end on Paralympics. Para, para, paradise. No, not Paradise, Paralympic. Para, para, paradise. And he was just crying out for a Paralympics. It never happened.
Beautiful. Chris would have thought of that.
Incredibly frustrating.
OK, let's go over here. We're going to go over Michael McIntyre, ladies and gentlemen, first of all. What an incredible guest. Come on over, because we'll be talking about Christmas food. Do you like your food? I can't tell from looking whether you enjoy your food. And so, Jamie, you heard him kind of rubbishing mulled wine there.
And this is a new, because he hasn't got any pans here, so we've brought, we've got some cider and some red wine.
You could do that, and you could just do it in the cup.
We've got some cloves going in.
OK.
Some lovely star anise. A little bit of split vanilla. Could you add that for me, darling?
Oh, I'm cooking with Jamie Oliver. This is so fun! Yes. What do we do with this?
Just plop it in, darling.
Where do I stand? I'm quite confused.
Just move out of his way. Find a gap.
Now, I thought what we do some nibbles to go with it. Two little tricks here. So I go into your cupboard. Yeah. Clearly, Jonathan, you like poppadoms.
Love them.
And so we're going in here. We're going to put this into the microwave.
Mind your suit, Jamie!
What's
Sorry. And put some poppadoms in there, right? No fat.
I know about this. I've used this.
I didn't know you could do that.
I know about this. I know about this. This is what cooks everything. This is it. No, this is amazing. Jamie, You have to use these. They are amazing. Yeah. Oh, it's ready.
So we got our pops, okay?
There's still
now,
58
who
seconds.
buys this stuff? Everywhere, it's all horrible, right? Hummus. It's disgusting, right? So I want to show you a way to bring it to life because England really needs. It's so miserable, right? So if you don't mind scooping that out
Sorry,
for me.
it's just England, not Scotland or Wales. Northern Ireland.
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, can you? Yeah, you're right.
Northern Ireland.
I'm sorry, I apologise.
Wales, Charlotte.
Great Britain.
You forgot about Wales, innit? And you hummus.
I do, Charlotte. I love you, you know. So bring it to life. Bit of coriander.
Where's my sushi? I ordered it half an hour ago.
Can you squeeze some lemon in, please, darling?
You squeeze some lemon in?
Squeeze some lemon.
I've seen people do this on TV. Don't you do it?
Yeah, that's
through
me.
a-
Through your fingers.
This is the... Why are you doing it through there?
Because of the pips.
But you just say the pips out.
It's catching the pips.
How many pips are there in that lemon?
Right, in with the chilli. Papa! It is. So mix it up. Have a bit more juice. Come on, squeeze it hard. And that brings that sorry old hummus back to life. Now we can have some nibbles.
I want blonde hair on holiday.
Have you actually tried that? So the hummus, poppadoms.
It will go blonde, maybe.
That's good.
Who wants some mulled wine?
Mind your
You
head.
want some mulled wine? From a kettle? Look, can you smell
I'm
it?
gonna...
Go on,
Let's
Michael,
taste it.
I know you like it. Just try it. Go on.
You're gonna try it and
For
see...
me.
Is it too hot to drink?
Go on, just let it take the roof of your mouth off. It's all cosy, Christmas, jingle bells.
That's too hot.
It's very hot.
Just
How
try
you
it.
think it's got asbestos tongue?
It's hot. Yeah, it is. You're right. It's bloody horrible, isn't it?
I tell you what, it's steamy. It's nice for steaming of you.
Have a poppadom, Michael, please.
It's very hot.
This is for you.
Tell you what, I'll have...
Right, it's for you.
Oh, thank you.
Just take.
That's good. Oh, that's good. That's the way to drink it. Actually, you know, that's a good look for you.
What is that?
The poppadoms are great. Try that with that. You brought that to life with your
What is that?
magnificent lemon squeeze.
What is it?
It's your
Oh, we just
hummus.
made that.
Yes, you did.
Have you noticed on any single cookery show, people always love the food? They always try it, and then the hosts come over and they go, oh, that is good. That's really good. Yeah, and your recipe is on our website.
You know, I actually filmed one once.
Don't go anywhere near the website.
Thank you, Michael.
These are fake chaps!
It's not a real kitchen. We're going to take a break. Join us afterwards. Michael will be cooking some more with Jamie. We've got Sheridan Smith out there, and we've got more festive treats coming up. Don't go away. Welcome back. I don't know if you've seen what's going on over there. Have a look at Jamie Oliver's sous chef in action.
That's what we're talking about.
You look like a very unconvincing Sikh. What are you going to be doing for us in this part? You're going to cook something else for us, Jamie?
Look at him chopping.
You do it like a maniac. I've seen you do it.
Jamie, what are you going to do for us next?
OK, it's a really important British delicacy. Who remembers wagon wheels?
Yes.
It's a really good little cheat.
Okay.
You're going to love it, honestly.
Wagon
It's so
wheels,
much
yeah.
better than the mulled wine and the wine and everything
Wagon
else that I've done
I
today.
love fireworks, too.
Yeah.
OK, we're going to come back over. We're going to catch up with you for the wagon wheels in a minute. Let's get my next guest out. I love watching her on TV. I love her on stage, but most of all, I love her because she's a bigger fan of dogs as I am. Will you please welcome the fabulous Sheridan Smith? a fabulous group of young men you have with you. I'm so thrilled you're here, Sheridan. I wanted to have you on the show for a long while. Because I follow Sheridan on Twitter. I don't know if anyone's on Twitter here, but Sheridan's quite prominent on Twitter. And I was horrified. It was a while back. Your dog was stolen. Your dog went missing.
She was stolen. It was thanks to Twitter that I got her back.
Wow, and this wasn't your pug. You have a pug.
I have a pug called Barry Manilow.
OK, well, of course.
And a Shar-Pei called Enid. It was Enid that went missing.
I don't know if... I know we have a picture of... I think we have a picture of Barry Manilow. Oh, there's your...
Oh, no, there's Enid.
Oh, wow. And so you went... Someone had taken... Oh,
there's Barry.
Wow. And he's not dressed up special. That's how he dresses all year round. And so someone had stolen the dog, or he was just lost?
Yeah. She was stolen from my garden, and I put it on Twitter, and Twitter went mad and kind of retweeted it. And then Chris Moyles mentioned it on his radio show, and Philip Schofield showed a picture on This Morning, and an hour later she got dumped.
And did you... So someone just brought her back and just dumped her? It got too hot a dog to handle?
Not in my house. They dumped her at an animal shelter, and then they ran me.
And then they went... How long? It's a great end of the story, though. That's a...
Nice Christmas story.
But who would steal a dog? What kind of person would steal a dog?
Are you getting at this because of the...
Yes.
Oh, no, don't say
I understand when you were young, you stole a dog. Is this right?
No, we weren't allowed a dog when I was growing up, and we were allowed strays. If we found a stray, we would take it home and have it, but they were always quite old, and eventually they'd pass away. And then... So there was a period where I didn't have a dog, so I would go into the neighbours' gardens and take their collars off and pretend they were strays. We'd give them back, 'cause it's a very small village. They knew it was me. So.
Funny how fast your sympathy for someone can dry up and disappear.
Sorry.
So it's nearly Christmas. Have you done all your Christmas shopping? Any last-minute shopping to do? You're going to head home to see your folks, I guess?
Definitely going home for Christmas. It's the only time that I get time off, so I'm going to be driving up the M1.
And your mum and dad were in show business, I believe.
They were. They're a country and western duo.
Okay. Do they still perform?
They do. Every Wednesday at Bentley Top Club.
And you used to perform with them when you were little, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
So what kind of musical numbers did you do as a family?
I would do songs... Well, I was only allowed to go with them when, you know, obviously children were allowed in the club, so I'd sing songs like They Don't Make 'Em Like My Daddy Anymore.
So
yeah,
sweet songs,
sweet
tug on the heart.
Yeah.
We have some footage of you performing with your mum and dad.
my mum will have sent this, and I'm going to lose all street cred if I have any.
OK, we should mention, so they're called the Daltons when they perform.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
So what's the Daltons? Is that your real family name, Dalton?
No, I don't know actually where that came from. It's my mum and dad, the double act, and my dad plays guitar, my mum plays bass, and I sometimes used to sing with them when I was very little.
I love that. So you grew up going to the club, seeing the performing clubs?
Yeah.
That must have been great.
It was amazing. They would gig 7 nights a week when me and my brothers were growing up. That's how they brought us up.
And you would sing with them. OK, we have Sheridan doing a song with mum and dad, with the Daltons here, and it's a particularly festive song. I think you'll agree. Have a look at this.
Oh, God.
Beautiful sentiment for Christmas, Sheridan. I've never even heard that song before. Please, Daddy, don't get drunk this Christmas. That's quite a lovely moment.
I've gone very red.
So they still perform?
They do still perform, yeah, not as much as they used to.
But that's great, how great.
Yeah.
So let me ask you about the film in a moment, because it's a film that opens at New Year's Day, and this is directed by Dustin Hoffman. It's called Quartet. That must be... Had you met Dustin Hoffman before?
He came to see the play that me and Sienna were in, and came backstage afterwards and was very lovely and emotional. He's quite an emotional man. And then the next day he rang and said, do you want to be in my film?
Wow, that
So,
must
yeah, it was a real
And do you... I mean, you've worked with so many people. Do you get intimidated when you meet him? And I know the cast, the rest of the cast, incredible. Billy Cole is in it, Tom Courtenay.
Yeah.
And there we see it's Dame Maggie Smith as well, who, you know, is just one of the greats. That must be... Had you worked with her before, ever?
Oh, no, it was acting royalty, you know. I wanted to kind of curtsy every day when I went on set, so I was in awe of them. But the whole film is... It's set in a retirement home for retired opera singers, and all the extras and supporting artists Dustin insisted were actual retired opera singers and musicians. So you can imagine the stories on set, and I was just like a sponge taking it all in. And he's also a great pianist, so they'd be jamming in between takes, and it was a really special film to be involved in.
So going to work knowing you're going to be with Dustin Hoffman and Max, and also he's going to be playing piano for you, that seems like so much fun.
It was amazing, and Dame Maggie, it's just incredible to be.
And have you seen the finished film? Have your parents seen it yet?
Yeah, they did. They came. They made a big fuss of Billy Connolly because he's a banjo player, so they had a country and western chat all night. But no, it's a brilliant film.
I love the fact that they've got everyone there and they're going to Billy Connolly because he's a banjo player. OK, let's have a look. This is a clip from Quartet. As we said, it opens New Year's Day and it's got an incredible cast alongside Sheridan. Look at this.
This is Sir Thomas Beecham. He was one of Britain's greatest conductors.
Yes, I know who he was. He inherited a fortune. His grandfather made laxatives. Naming a nursing home after him is frighteningly apt.
These flowers are here to welcome you. I have them sent up to your room. We're very lucky to have you here. Your room is as large as Anne Langley's.
Oh, God, is she here?
It's a beautiful suite in what we call the B wing.
What? It sounds like a prison.
The service lift is currently being repaired, but we have the chairlift, which will be much easier for you.
Chairlift? What do I do when I get to the top? Ski down?
Yeah, that's going to get the grey pound, as they say, isn't it? It's like Marigold Hotel. And what about, you know, we were talking about you going home for Christmas. Do you cook? I mean, do you do that kind of stuff?
No, I don't. I was telling Jamie earlier he's going to try and find me a man who can cook, because I can't cook at all.
So you're single at the moment?
Yeah.
Wow, well, how does that happen?
Oh, you're lovely. You're a dilf. I can't say that, can I? You have to cook. You have to cook.
Don't try and bring about the cooking. Now you've opened up this whole can of worms. OK, so we're going to cook now. We're going to go over because Michael has proven himself to be a whiz in the kitchen. Jamie said he's going to do the wagon wheel, so let's go over. And I'm hoping Sheridan...
Come.
Will you join me in saying thank you to Sheridan Smith for a lovely chat, ladies and gentlemen? And then we're going to see what Jamie's got cooking for Christmas, yeah? Well, that looks good, though, doesn't it? You can do it!
Ladies and gents, this is the most complicated recipe I've ever done on national TV. We haven't got any pans, so we've got chocolate melted over a hot water bottle.
Wow.
We've got some toasted coconut, which you can buy already done. We've got some rich tea biscuits. Then a little marshmallow. And then I just put it in.
Are you sure you don't always use the microwave?
3 seconds. You've got to get it. You've got to get it before it's gone everywhere. And then we got that little moment. Little Nigella moment going on there.
Lovely. Why is that a Nigella moment?
Because it's all filthy around the rim.
Happy Christmas, Nigella.
I love Nigella, I love you, and you're gorgeous and brilliant. Would you mind?
Right.
Just dip it all round in chocolate.
Is this for more authenticity?
You fish it out with that, Sheridan. Let Sheridan get out. She's got a slotted spoon.
Let me try. You can see how quick it is, everyone. There will be people all around the country
doing this. Jamie, what do? We drop this in the coconut?
Oh, yes, look, I can see
Yes, yes.
Here's some you made earlier.
Sheridan, would you like... Oh, good girl, Sheridan.
She's working at it. She can cook.
Now, bathe.
Now what to do?
Bathe.
Bathe?
Oh, God.
There we go. And then at the end, pull up to the end.
Wow.
There you go, just grab. That's it. And then just simply put it in your mouth, Michael.
What? Oh, I don't like sawdust.
There you go.
Put it all on my finger.
She's covered in chocolate.
Will I have a seat?
Okay, thank you.
It would like a wagon wheel.
Oh, God, no.
OK, let's have a bite.
There you go.
Can I lick the bowl, Jamie?
Yes, go for it. Thank you.
Join me after the break. We'll have more cooking going on over here, and I'll be chatting to the wonderful Sienna Miller over there, so don't go away. Is that nice? Welcome back. Jamie has a new helper in the kitchen there. Sheridan Smith is helping out. Jamie, what are you going to rustle up for us in this part of the
Me and
show?
Sheridan, we're like basically up in the game now, guys. We've taken all the complicated stuff. Now we're going to go for a toasty. Who do you think I am? Gordon Bloody Ramsay? OK, so yeah, we're going to do pulled barbecue pork.
In a
toasty.
toaster?
It's going to be... You're going to love it.
OK, so we'll go back to them after. We'll see how it's going on. But first of all, let's get my next guest out. As if Sheridan was enough, we've got even more glamour now to brighten up our Christmas. It is the beautiful and talented Sienna Miller. Sienna Miller's here. Sienna, how lovely to see you.
Thank you very much. Lovely to see you too.
And congratulations. I read it in the paper. I haven't seen you since last time you did a guest appearance on one of my shows, but you've had a baby. You had a baby 6 months ago?
5 months ago.
You've had a lovely little girl.
Marlo, yeah.
Wow, that's such lovely
Yeah.
news, isn't it?
Thank you.
And this is her first Christmas, of course.
This is her first Christmas,
This
yes.
is going to be your first Christmas as a mum.
Exactly.
Is that, I mean, is it nerve-wracking, or is it just, I suppose, at that age?
She's still a little, yeah, she's still a little young. But it definitely makes it more exciting. I mean, she's very into the lights, and a bit of wrapping paper is kind of just heaven for her.
That's
so
all you need.
That's all I need.
I
just a
gave
load
Michael
of wrapping
Michael McIntyre present, and it was just an empty box, which for a child is an ideal gift at this time of year. So that's really exciting.
Yeah.
And you'll be going where? Will you be going home to your parents, or you'll be going somewhere else?
I've got a cottage outside of London, so we're
Nice.
going to be there. It's
Yeah.
sort of a thatched, it's the perfect chocolate box Christmas
Wow.
house. Yeah.
The last thing I saw you were filming, I know that we have the new thing coming out now, which is called The Girl, of course.
Yeah.
Were you filming that? Were you pregnant when you were filming that, or was that before
I was.
the
It
pregnancy?
was at the beginning. I was in my first trimester.
Because there's no way you would know, so presumably it didn't show too
You
much
can
early on.
kind of see, as it went on, there are a couple of moments when I can see, but I think unless you're looking, you can't.
Tell us about The Girl, because it's a true story, or is it entirely true? Is it all justified what's said
No,
in it?
it's true. I mean, it's true. It's Tippi Hedren's account of working with Alfred Hitchcock. She was the star of The Birds and Marnie, which were two of these amazing films that he made, and she had a very tempestuous relationship with him. He kind of plucked her from obscurity and cast her and kind of created her as this blonde icon, and then gradually became more and more obsessed with her. So it's her kind of account of working with him.
I mean, he was known anyway for having like, a weird relationship with his leading ladies.
Yeah.
With
I
all
mean,
of
the films, if you watch the films, there's definitely a tone of misogyny, I think, to all of them.
But he seemed particularly weird towards Tippi Hedren,
Yeah.
who you play, of course.
Yeah, he was obsessed with her, and all sorts of things. I mean, it started off, they were great friends, and he was very amusing, and, you know, obviously a huge character, an incredible filmmaker, but gradually became more and more obsessed, and she wouldn't capitulate to his demands, and it kind of got more and more polluted as it went on, and then gradually they stopped working together after Marnie, and he kept her under contract for 7 years, but didn't let her work with anyone else.
Wow. So he kind of killed her career then, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I thought she was great in The Birds. I mean, Marnie's
She
a peculiar
is.
film anyway, but she's
Yeah.
great in The Birds. And shooting it, I didn't realise that... I know the scene, it's famous that he would sometimes put his actresses through kind of difficult situations, and they were live birds. You said you were... And
Yes.
you redid that scene with the live
I
birds.
was bombarded with live, pigeons, seagulls, the works.
And that can't be fun.
No. Beaks and claws and no.
So
and
did you-
pregnancy and morning sickness.
But it's a great film, and it's on, let's just say, it's on Boxing Day on BBC Two.
Yes.
I really recommend it. It's a great story, and it's a peculiar moment in cinema history. But if you like Hitchcock, you like The Birds, then you'd want to see it. It's fascinating. Here's a clip from The Girl.
My most ambitious movie ever. And we want you to star in it.
Every actress on the planet wants to play Melanie Daniels.
Ah, well, we don't want them. We want you.
Oh, thank you.
That's Sienna Miller and The Girl. And you met Tippi Hedren, didn't you?
I did. She's incredible. She's 83 and so glamorous and extraordinary and poised and very much of that era. She's got that complete kind of old Hollywood glamour, and she was very supportive, and it was obviously terrifying playing somebody that was not only alive but was still alive to critique your performance. So it was really nerve-wracking, but she's happy by all
So she
accounts.
said she was happy with what you
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
So Christmas, you're going to have just you and the man in your life and
Yeah.
Marlo
Yeah.
out in the countryside.
Yeah.
Have you done all your Christmas shopping? Do you know what you did?
No. I'm that person on Christmas Eve that is running around sweating and sobbing in Selfridges.
And what about you? Do you like to receive gifts? Are you someone happy? Okay, so what's the best present you've had that you can remember? What's the worst present you've had?
I've got some great presents. Worst present, oh, actually awful. My poor godmother was trying to be current and went to Agent Provocateur and bought me some some really nice lace underwear that looked kind of relatively prim, and I was very thrilled to open up this gorgeous underwear because girls love getting nice underwear, and then I held the knickers up and I realised that they were crotchless. And she didn't realise, and she was horrified, and there was this moment of kind of, thank you so much, you know, and then I got pregnant, so there we go.
Can I just say that that's a gift that keeps giving, because I think Jamie enjoyed that as much as anyone did over there.
Jamie's mixing up the pulled pork over
there. So what's next for you? What are you doing next? What's the...
Please cut that. I didn't mean to say that.
What, you just said Jamie is pulling his pork over there. Is that what you just said, Miller? You filthy girl.
I said mixing up the pulled pork, not pulling his pork.
Okay. You all right, Jamie?
I'm all right, mate. Just pulling my pork over here.
You obviously have your eye on Jamie's pork, so why don't we go over there and do that? First of all, will you join me in saying thank you to the lovely Sienna Miller, ladies and gentlemen? As I said, The Girl is on Boxing Day, BBC 2, 9 p.m, and it's a great performance by you. I don't know if you said that. This smells good. You smell good over here, Jamie.
Yeah, this is my new cologne. This is called a leftover turkey or ham, or pork, of course.
And Sienna, do you cook?
I do. I once guessed what was in Jamie's salad dressing.
Did
you remember that?
Don't start again. What's wrong with you?
It's not a euphemism.
This does smell great. Doesn't it smell great? Can you smell it over there?
You just toss it up. You put it in. I think the Breville is really underrated. You know, a little bit of retro 80s.
So, so that's pork.
Yeah.
And then you've got what's the sauce of barbecue sauce in there? Yeah. You put some cheddar in there.
And then over here, this fine piece of equipment's been pulled out the depths.
Oh man, that is good.
Of my cupboard, and we're going to put it in there. And it's a really hard bit now.
Good.
Really hard bit. Oh, it really is hard. Okay.
This is all getting
It's a bit weird. So we're going to have some apple matchsticks, okay? A little bit of watercress, chili, apple, watercress, lemon juice.
What are you doing over there, Miller? What's wrong with you?
Sheridan, pass me that olive oil, Tiger.
Drops a kernel.
Oh, I like you calling me Tiger.
Yeah, here we go. A little bit of olive oil. Sheridan, olive oil, back again, bless. Get those Brevils for me, Sienna.
Breville?
Yeah, lovely.
Well, the cooked ones.
OK, toasty, yes.
Can I eat one?
Well, you can rip them in half if you want, or I can cut them for you, girls.
Yeah,
there you go, darling.
Thank you.
There's off for you.
Oh, I noticed you served mine like you don't even look at me. You're not even turning round at me. The blondes are getting a lot of attention over there.
That's delicious.
There we go. Bit of pulled pork. Bit of cheddar.
I'm
really
good.
I mean, you get a bit of apple and chilli. Go on.
Oh my God!
Can you put a bit of apple
What
and
do you
chilli?
do with the apple and chilli?
Can I feed you?
Yes.
Is that okay?
What the? What are you up to?
Now, if you put that in your... Can I? Yeah.
Jamie.
Yeah, go on.
It's all right, we're all married. Sort of. You're not married. Well, let me give you a bit more chilli then.
I'm on the brunt of a bad joke, Jamie!
No.
Oh my God, I'm breastfeeding.
Oh.
Well, I'm thirsty. So, is this that chilli, that Pompeia?
All right.
This is the least OK Christmas show we've ever done. Oh my God. OK.
That's on fire.
That was lovely, wasn't it, Jonathan?
It's getting better by the minute.
Oh my God.
We'll be back.
Fire. Oh my God.
We're going to take a few moments, let the girls cool off a bit. We're back in a few minutes with Ellie Simmons, so don't go away. Welcome back. OK, before we get my next guest out, Jamie, you've now got the lovely Sienna as your sous chef in there. And what are you going to make for us this time?
We're going to make a better version than ice cream. We're going to make semi-freddo.
OK, let's get my final guest out this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, for me, this was possibly the best moment on TV this year. You know, and I'd forgotten this bit was on, and I tuned in, and I saw Ellie win her first gold in the Paralympics, and it was just incredible. I think her performance, along with the rest of the whole Paralympic Team GB, was just made the year outstanding. To remind you, not that you need reminding, take a look at this.
Women's 400 metres freestyle. Come on, Ellie Simmons. This is where she starts to move. Is she going to go into the lead for the first time? Yes, she is.
This is Ellie Simmons taking her on. That wonderful metronomic stroke that she's got.
A great, great goal for Ellie Simmons.
Couldn't be happier. She's here. Will you please welcome Ellie Simmons? gorgeous.
Okay, I'm not used to the heels because being a swimmer, you normally like bare feet all the time.
Is that because the leg muscles, you've got to be careful with what you do with them?
I don't know, I just don't wear them.
Okay.
So I was like scared walking in.
Hey, the 2 gold medals right there, and that was just 2 of the 4 medals you won this year. You won 2 gold, and it was a bronze and a silver as well?
Yeah, yes.
This is incredible. Wow. And you won how many at Beijing at the last
I got 2 golds.
So 4 gold medals?
Yeah.
6 altogether?
Yeah, yeah.
That's incredible. And just turned 18. What a remarkable achievement. Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Going into, I guess going into these Olympics, after your success at Beijing and now being on your home turf, did you feel more pressure? Was it kind of tense for you?
Oh, yeah, I felt so much pressure. Like, going into Beijing, I was unknown. Like, I was just a 13-year-old girl just going out there to have fun. So, going in, quite more experienced, being 17 and stuff. So.
And the expectations being much higher, of course.
High expectations.
So, presumably, once you heard it was going to be in the UK, after Beijing, presumably the training had to start pretty much in earnest straight away.
Well, when I heard about it being in London, it was 2005, I was upset. I didn't want it to be in London because like, I was young then and I wanted to travel abroad, so I was thinking, I don't get a holiday. But then, like, since Beijing, I've been really excited about it because, like, the home crowd and stuff, and London, when we were walking out from the call room and, the crowd just gave us that roar, it just gave us that big buzz, so, yeah.
And do you think, people have spoken about whether or not it has a positive effect, obviously it's not going to have a negative one, but has it had a kind of lasting effect, do you think, on the way people look at people who are differently abled?
Yeah, definitely, I think it has. Like, I think since coming back, I think the things that I've got to do and getting disabled people into sport, and hopefully not just me, the whole Paralympic team, the Paralympics GB, and seeing the greats like David Weir and stuff getting all those medals. So I think it has hopefully inspired, like, the next generation of Paralympians.
You have, I guess, when you guys are together in the Olympic Village, then, do you tease each other? What's it like? What's the atmosphere like?
Yeah, it's great. Like, beforehand, you're quite nervous, but, like, yeah, it is really, really good, and we have so much fun. And, like, for us swimmers, we're so together all the time. And, yeah, like, we have quiz nights, we have dance-off competitions and such. Like, you can see us all, like, one-arm people swinging their arms about, like, playing with luggage cases, like, dancing around that. It's quite funny.
A lot of people, I guess, they kind of like, they are sort of tiptoe around someone who has, there's someone who's got a limb missing, someone who is a shorter person, someone who's in a wheelchair. There's a kind of a concern that you're going to say or do the wrong thing. But when you guys are together, do you share that? Are you respectful of each other, or
no,
do you...
we take the mick out of each other all the time. Like, we all call each other Crips and everything. Like, yeah, like, you don't care, we're just normal people, you just take the mick out of everything.
Which must be nice, it must be a relief, knowing that you can do that.
Yeah, like, I was going into it, like, really, so I've been in the team from a very young age, so yeah, it's just like that.
Has your life changed dramatically since these Olympics, or was it already changed a lot after Beijing?
It changed a bit after Beijing, but since London, it's gone to the next level, to be honest. And, yeah, the support that the public have been given and getting recognised and stuff, it's been really good. And, yeah, it's hard some days, but I think, like, the opportunities that I'm getting, like, went to meet the Queen, so... but also I had, that night was James Bond's premiere, so that was a great thing. And so I had to, like, get changed in the Queen's bathroom. Because we had to wear our official gear.
Yeah, there we've got a photograph here. So you're in your official... That's the kind of outfit you wear at the ceremonies itself.
Yeah.
What did the Queen say to you? Did she...
I can't remember, like...
Well, you're thinking about the Bond premiere later on. I've got to get rid of this lady and get out there.
Yeah.
Lovely to meet you. I'm really sorry. I got a...
Like, everyone, like, I've met her when I had my MBA and stuff and things like that, and people always say, oh, what has she said? But I can never remember. Like, I know, she's like, I think of her as like an old person. Do you know, like a granny?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
She is an old...
Yeah.
For an 18-year-old, she's a much older person.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Not taking... Like, the Queen is amazing.
The Queen. I know she's amazing, but you're saying she's a lot older than you.
Yeah.
Why would you remember what an old person says?
not, like, yeah, so...
I know, you're not being rude at all, no. And so the Bond... So you got changed in the Queen's toilet?
Yeah, So, and like I had to get changed into a dress and stuff. So it was like, and the toilets were really hot. Like, do you know, like sweating. Like, she literally like an Amazon.
Well, she's old. She keeps it warm. You know, it's like old people don't like a cold house.
So it was like literally like an Amazon rainforest in there. It was so hot, and like it's hard putting like a dress on when you're like sweating.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Well, what a lovely year it's been for you, I imagine. Was there a sense of anti-climax after it, though? Because, I mean, I think, as Michael said again earlier, you know, for us, just as spectators, it was like, this was so great. What a great year it was, because we had the Jubilee, then we had the Olympics and the Paralympics, and there's a feeling of, like, a slightly deflated feeling. Did you experience that as well?
Yeah, I did, to be honest. I think everyone, after Beijing, everyone was talking about was London. So it was just like everyone, you were getting really focused, getting really excited. And so then when it was over, it was a bit sad and a bit low. And I did feel like low, but then I had like loads of great things to look forward to and getting back in the pool. And for me, I have World Championships next year. So
yeah, that's in Canada, isn't it?
Yeah, Canada. So I have to focus on that.
So you're training now, ready for, or beginning to train?
Beginning. Since London, I'm taking a bit of a back seat. I'm training and just enjoying the things, but I'm looking forward to getting back in the pool. Like, it's from going from like 9 times a week to like only like 4. It's quite dramatic.
Yeah,
like,
huge. That must be like a load of spare time.
Yeah, well, it's hard doing like, well, having spare time with all this media, but it's great things and stuff.
Oh, well, I do apologise.
No, the opportunities that I'm having are incredible, so...
OK, well, are you going to help us out with the cooking a bit?
Oh, definitely,
OK, before we do, will you join me in saying thank you to come on the show, but also her spectacular achievements this Sunday, which just made everyone feel so good. A credit to her country and a credit to just young people generally, I think. The fabulous Ellie Simmons. Let's keep these safe and let's go on over. I'll look after them for you. I don't want to leave them there in case they go missing. I could put them on the tree. OK. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. So, Ellie, get up there. So, Jamie, I'm looking after these. You guys have met backstage already, then?
Yeah, we have. We had a good old chin, mate.
OK, so what are you going to do for us now, Jamie?
An Italian classic semi-freddo. We've already said it. We've got 4 egg yolks. We've got 4 egg whites. Pinch of salt helps it go stiff. Sienna, have a little whip up there, Tiger. OK. 50 grams of sugar and a little whip up there, my darling.
Let's have a race. Let's see who can win the gold in whipping.
Well, you've got to join in as well.
Okay,
over here, we have a pint of double cream. It is ice cream after all. So that, have a little whip up there, my friend.
I have a Gurkha comes round and does this for me.
A Gurkha? So then we've got some malted whiskey. Malted drink, OK? And Maltesers. Girls, do we like Maltesers? Yeah. So we're going to do a little bit of Tom Thumb, open the packs, right? Can I have one of the band members over here with the feathers? Nice, strong lad. Jonathan, pull your finger out, darling. Now, hold it tight. Hold it tight. And right nice and close, and give it a right good bashing. OK. Yeah. So, that's what I'm talking about. 4 heaped tablespoons of our malted drink. 4. Here we go. Then we want just enough of it. Keep bashing, big boy. Don't
stop. It was scary.
Don't listen to Ross. He don't know nothing. OK. Then just enough malt whiskey to make it into like a syrupy texture. Go on, Ross. Here we go. Now we're going to go in with the egg yolks and the vanilla. OK, darling, if you could fold that for me. Rossi, in you go. And then, Sienna, if you wouldn't mind getting rid of the packs and sprinkling Maltesers in there.
Is it enough?
Rossi, piss off.
What?
There you go. OK, so just stop there, Tiger. Right, now we go in, right, and we're going to have a little foldy. Right, in with this. Miller, in with the old...
Oh, yeah, coming in.
It looks nice.
So, that's folding away, and then pour it into there, my darling. So now we put this in the freezer for 2-3 hours. You can do it weeks in advance. And then you take it out half an hour beforehand. So we're going to have a little bit of a scoop up. Look at that. Close up, Mr. Boom Man. Look at that. Come on. It's got a bit of whiskey in there. You're 18. It's all right.